Every time I upload any sort of community post or video, I'm always flooded with comments right off the bat that say the same exact thing. Where is the Just Cause 3 video? Now, I understand why people are asking me that. It's because they really want to see it and they really enjoyed the past Just Cause videos. But at the same time, I'm sick of answering the same question over and over, so I'm telling you guys why I'm not doing it, and you guys, if you ever see comments like that, can relay my message. Now, I've attempted to make this video a few times, and each time I do, I have these long-winded, explanations for why I'm not doing it and the exact reasons and whatever. But honestly, I've narrowed it down to two things. I think both of them are pretty simple to understand, although they're gonna disappoint some people. The first is a thing that almost anyone can see. The videos just don't get as many views as the others, and I know that people are gonna think that that means I only care about views. But where I'm at in my channel's journey is I really want to make a living off of this, and with each project I do, being these month-long things, every project has to hit. And they have to do really well if I want to hit that goal of making a living off YouTube. And simply put, Just Cause videos just haven't done that in the past. And while I know that Just Cause 3 would likely be different because it's in such high demand and because it is a much more popular game than the others, I also have other ideas that just would get me more views, and they would either take the same amount or less time. So I've just decided to do those instead. My second reason is that that's just kind of not really the videos that I do on this channel anymore. I mean, in the past, I really wanted to be Joseph Anderson. That was like my main thing. I just emulated his content, hoping that I would eventually find my own style of writing. And now that I have, in making these story and timeline explained videos that both do well and that I really enjoy doing, it's kind of difficult for me to go backwards in that sense. And I'm not saying it's backwards in quality or anything like that. I'm simply saying that I have goals in the future for more timelines and more story explains that are bigger and better and that would do super fucking well, which means that I have to, cut something out. Something has to be sacrificed. So while I do want to do the Just Cause 3 video, and I do think it would do better than the other ones and would even boost Just Cause 1 and 2, I just can't bring myself to do it because I have other plans in the future and I can't bank on that for my success when I have other things that I think would do a lot better. So yeah, while there are some other reasons like, me deleting all my Just Cause 3 footage and stuff like that that would make it a little more difficult to make, those aren't the main reasons. The main two reasons are that it wouldn't give me as many views as some other projects would, and that it kind of, for me, feels like a step back in my journey. But even with all of that said, I don't ever want to give a definitive no. I never want to say it will never get made, because that's not how I feel. Because even with everything I have said, I still think there is a slight chance that it gets made within the next 2 years. But that's not me saying it will. Again, that's me saying there's a chance. Maybe I get some free time where I feel like I want to take a break from the stuff I'm doing now, and I make the Just Cause 3 video. As like, that to me feels like it would be like a thank you to the people who stuck around that long for them, or, who knows, maybe the first two videos, one of them blows up, becomes my biggest video, and then I would want to capitalize on that by making the Just Cause 3 video. To me, there's just so much uncertainty that it's really hard for me to decide one way or another, so, final answer, maybe. And I know that's not what you wanted to hear. You wanted to click on this video and you wanted me to tell you, hey guys, don't worry, I'm working on it and it's just such a big task that it's taking me this long. But that's just not the truth. The truth is that it's been put on the back burner and that back burner's not even on because I haven't really worked on it or even played Just Cause 3 since right after the Just Cause 2 video came out over a year ago. And, likely chances are that it never gets made, and even more unlikely that it gets made within the next year or two. But again, never say never.